I just landed. Well, I landed actually like an hour ago. I'm still at the airport. I'm starting to feel kind of crazy.
18th floor going down.
This is nice. Okay guys, so we finally got to Atlanta yesterday, and right now we are in downtown Atlanta and just walking around right now. I know y'all seen the room. I'm so happy I'm here. I know you guys are probably wondering, what are you doing right now? Like, where are you at? Girl, I'm gonna explain. Just let me be here first. Then we're gonna explain the tea. Too. Are you good? How are you doing? Good. I think I want to do short. I think so. I was either gonna do that or white, like just all white. I'll just do plain French tip.
I'll listen to her because it's her birthday.
Yeah.
Rồi cái con này hãy đá miếng mới răng miếng. Con nữa.
Okay, so here we go. I think we're good. I think this will be how we look for me to have a sit down talk. Let me see. Okay, that's the okay. So what's up, y'all? Looks like I have a bit of some explaining to do. And honestly, I'm not gonna sit up here and say that I was not gonna come on here and explain this to y'all, but I feel like I kind of have to, because I can't just move on and jump to the next video without ending this one off and telling y'all what the heck happened. So, and honestly too, this is going to be the end of this vlog. This vlog might be very short, might be very straight to the point, but I wasn't planning on it being like this. But this is where we're at, so this is what it's gonna be. Okay, so boom, let me start off from the top. Basically, if you guys see my last week's vlog, you guys seen that I booked a one-way flight to Atlanta, Georgia, because I told y'all that's somewhere that I've always wanted to go. That's somewhere that I always wanted to be, right? And live and go and just be and live and go, right? So the day before I went, I went and got my travel items. I packed my bag. I packed my bags. Okay, so this time I'm going to explain this. So I know that in one of my vlogs I told you guys that I was done with my ex. You know, I'm not ever going to talk to him no more. Don't want nothing to do with him. Why would I ever even do that? You know, why would I ever want to mess with him? I'm done with him. If y'all seen that vlog, y'all know what I said to y'all, okay? I basically was like, I'm never gonna talk to him again, was done with him, right? So when I made the executive decision to go to Atlanta, I booked a one-way flight and I didn't have a plan at all. I didn't know what I was going to do. But I knew that he was down there. He was not in Atlanta, but I knew that he was close to the area. And I just knew that over the course of time, when he was out here, I knew that I helped him in ways that nobody else has ever helped him. I helped him in ways that I have not helped anyone else. You know, I really helped that man, and that's all I'm going to say about that. So before I went to Atlanta, did I unblock him and hit him up, y'all? I did do that one. Did I say I'll never do that again? I did say that. But did I do it? I did. But I did not I did not hit him up on some I'm trying to get back with him. I didn't hit him up on some that's my bae, I love him, I want to be back with him. I didn't hit him up on that. I hit him up on some, okay, I know he's down there, and you know, if I'm booking a one-way flight, I don't know nobody out there, but I do know him. So, and I did help him, so I'm going to use him as a resource if possible, right? So boom, last time y'all see me, I'm at the airport, right? I was talking to him the whole time. I'm not going to get on here and lie. I was talking to him the whole time. I was. So when I get on the plane, we're talking, and we end up talking about the relationship, and he ends up saying some things to me. Hold on, guys. He ends up saying some things to me, and he ends up saying some things to me, and I'm not gonna lie, like I loved him at one point. So the things that he was saying, it did start to get into my head, right? So my whole plan was not to go out there just to be with him. Like, my plan was to go out there and network and meet people and figure something out. That was my plan, right? And I'm also going to talk about God within this plan, right? So I was hoping that I was going to go down there and something was going to happen. Like, I was going to make a connection. I was going to meet something. I was honestly hoping that I was going to go out there and just find myself, right? Like, and something was going to happen. Like, I was just hoping something was going to happen. So Wednesday, I ended up out there, right? And my plan was to be out there for a few days by myself and then see him after, like, I do that one. Wednesday, I'm already talking to the man on the plane. Once I land, I end up seeing the man that night that I get out there. And after that night that I get out there, the whole trip just turned into something that I didn't plan on it turning into. It turned into a relationship type of trip. Meaning, like, the whole time I was out there, we were just talking about the relationship. We was talking about what we've been through together. We was talking about the state of the relationship that we was in now, and all this stuff. And I mean, guys, like, y'all gotta think that this was somebody that I loved. So of course, when I see them, my mind was just focused on that all of a sudden. Like my mind all of a sudden was just focused on that. It wasn't focused on being in Atlanta. It wasn't focused on none of that. So next day I had a room at the Marriott. I booked the room at the Marriott, and that's the room that y'all seen. And I was planning on being out there by myself, but he was there, and his birthday was also coming up that weekend. And I don't know what took over me, but I just began to want to really be back with him. But I also wanted to, like I said, have him as a resource out there, because I knew I didn't know nobody. But as I'm out there, we begin arguing, and I feel like I can't even really speak too much because my mind changes so much. But I feel like that was, for me to be out there and haven't seen him in a while, and for us to already be arguing, not good. So honestly, the whole time I'm out there, we're talking about the relationship. We're talking about the relationship, but we're also arguing. And we're also, like, my phone is almost getting broke and stuff. And we're like just saying things to each other that are very hurtful again. And just in a very tense, toxic place. So at the end of my time being there, he leaves, and I'm in a hotel by myself, which I planned on doing. But now I'm in a hotel by myself, heartbroken. Okay, so honestly, I did not even want to be in Atlanta anymore. Like, mind you, I went to Atlanta when it's hurricane season coming up, I guess. So I'm out there, it's raining, it's gloomy, it's gray. I'm in this hotel by myself. He's gone out the hotel. I'm heartbroken, I'm crying. Y'all, I booked a flight to go home next day. Booked the flight to go home the next day. And I wake up at 4:30 in the morning to catch my flight at 6. And I am in the airport. And I wish him a happy birthday, but I tell him, like, you know, this is not going to work out. This is not going to work out. We always are doing this, right? And I block him. And I get to the airport, like, because I had a layover in Denver. So I'm at the airport in Denver, and something just tells me to check his Instagram page, because it was his birthday that day. So something's telling me to check his Instagram page, and I check his Instagram page, and he's posting people that posted him on his birthday or whatever. And he ends up posting a girl, because the girl posted him on his birthday too. And he ends up posting that, and he ends up, the caption reads, "Thanks, Ma," with some hearts and stuff. And when I seen that at the airport at, what time was it? It's like 8 in the morning, y'all, in Denver. The airport was so cold in Denver. Do y'all know how I felt? Devastated. I went to the bathroom stall and broke down and cried in the airport in Denver. I'm crying. It's cold. I'm crying. I'm like, what the heck? And so I acknowledged that on his page. Whatever happened, y'all, I end up blocking him again. End up getting back to Sacramento, California. End up going to a family reunion the same day. Sad as heck. Everybody telling me, don't ever do that again. My stepdad looking at me upside my head like, are you dumb? I'm like, okay. I make a TikTok about the whole experience. People in the comments asking me if I'm dumb. And honestly, y'all, I don't feel dumb at all. But I'm going to get into that. But after that, so I have him blocked or whatever. Hold on, I don't remember wear my hair like that. I have him blocked, and then he ends up, hold on, let me fix my hair. Yeah, so I have him blocked, and so then he ends up hitting me up on my iPad somehow. We talking on there, y'all. Long story short, ended up blocking him on my iPad. So that's where we at right now, right? So boom, like I said, I made a TikTok of the whole experience, because I just feel like I'm very a raw person. Like, that's just me. So I don't ever want to be the type of person where I'm just coming on the internet and I'm just posting stuff when I'm just happy and I'm just I don't ever want to just be that, like, because I feel like I'm an actual person, and I feel like if I'm gonna be doing this, I'm gonna be real. I'm not finna sit up here and fake nothing. Like, this is me. So when I posted that on TikTok, everybody in the comments ridiculing me, telling me, you know, are you dumb? Like, asking me if I was straight and stuff. And honestly, I don't regret nothing that I do. I don't feel embarrassed about nothing that I do. I don't feel ashamed to talk about nothing that I do, because at the end of the day, we're all human beings. At the end of the day, we all do certain things that the other person might not do. So what I do is I just come on and tell my experience. I just tell my experience. That was a relationship that I was in for a long time in my life. So when I went out there and I seen him, it did just become about him. I was with this man every day. Okay, so what the heck, it did just become about him. I want to say within me doing that, I do feel like I did have this urge to, mind you guys, I left my lip gloss at, I lost my lip gloss. Okay, so my lips might be kind of dry, but I feel like me doing that just settled down the urge of me wanting to be in Atlanta and just wanting to move and be somewhere else so bad, because I seen how lonely I felt when I was out there, even though I was not out there for that long. It did settle down the urge of that, and it did kind of give me closure with that relationship. Even though I felt like I already had the closure, when I seen him, I seen that I did not have the closure. But after that happened, I'm like, okay, maybe God is telling me that this man isn't for me, you know? I think with me is like, I don't be wanting to let it go. Like, I'll be wanting to see it through so bad. I'll be wanting to like experience the good part of it so bad, to where I'll question if it's not for me or not. And I'll question if, like, I'll be like, okay, I did some things to him and he did some things to me, so maybe next time it'll be okay. But I'm not realizing that every next time we've had, it was never really okay. So that's where I'm at with it. So this whole week I've been trying to heal myself up from that, because it really did hurt me. And I've been trying to tap back in with myself, because that really did throw me for a loop. Not only that, y'all, I was on like starting my period too. So I don't know if y'all ever went through a heartbreak and then started your period too. Like, I really thought I was gonna be out of the game. I'm not gonna hold you. Like, I thought I was gonna be out of the game. Like, I didn't understand. Like, I am the saddest I've ever felt. I thought I was done, okay? But once I seen I was gonna be on my period, I'm like, okay, I'm sad, but I'm sad times 10 right now. But yeah, so I don't regret it. I don't regret going. I don't regret doing what I did. I just got my feelings hurt, and that's okay. Like, I've had my feelings hurt before. It's just about how I move forward now, you know? And I feel like with that, I'ma just let that go. I know I said that before, and I'm hoping this time I'm serious, because I don't want to keep getting my feelings hurt. And I also don't want to keep having toxic things brought out of me. But I want to say that to y'all, like, because I feel like YouTube, I feel like y'all are my sisters, okay? I did not go out there for that man. No, I did not. I didn't go out there for that man at all. I didn't. I honestly was never finna talk to him ever again, okay? And when I hit him up, I was hitting him up as a resource. I was. Did I go out there and fall? I'm not gonna say did I go out there and fall in love with him, but did I go out there and did the trip become about him? It did. It did do that. And once I got my heart broken, I was ready to go home. Period. I feel like when God brings you something, you're never going to have to rush or force nothing. You're never going to have to feel like you have to be somewhere having to depend on somebody. You feel me? Like, when God wants you somewhere, he's going to allow you to be there. But I am going to say that I do think that he wanted me to go out there to see that and to feel that. Not to necessarily move this time, not to necessarily stay this time, but for me to go out there and see that and feel that. I do think that, I do feel like he wanted that for me. And it was just kind of an eye-opener, and that's something that I needed to, I guess, get off my chest or something. I don't know. But now I'm just picking up the pieces. I'm healing myself, and I'm also telling myself not to rush trying to heal myself. I feel like I be getting mad at myself for healing. Like, I feel like I be trying to rush everything. And I'll be like, why are you still sad about that? Like, you should not be sad about that when it literally happened a couple days ago. Like, why shouldn't I be sad about that? You feel me? And so I'm letting myself, like, I'm learning how to, like, just sit in my emotions and just feel my emotions and not always trying to rush out of them. Not only do I try to rush out of feeling sad, but I also try to rush out of feeling happy too. Like, if I'm feeling good about something, I'll be like, okay, well, you're not gonna feel happy for long. So, you know, like, I'm always trying to rush myself to do something. So I'm taking this time right now to chill out. Like, I need to chill out. I need to calm down, and I need to tap in with myself and tap in with the Lord. Period. Like, I need to tap in with myself, and I need to just wait and calm down. Like, life is not about rushing things. Life is not about just trying to get to the next chapter all the time. Like, sometimes you gotta sit and just stay in the chapter that you're in. That's what I'm learning how to do. And yeah, sorry I didn't have this life-changing video that I thought I would have, but maybe this is a life-changing video that I thought I would have. I don't know. But yeah, y'all, I want to thank you guys for watching this vlog, and I'll see you next week.